Just waiting for you right there.
All right, good morning. It is 9:32 a.m. We're going to convene the December 17th, 2024 RPRC meeting. First order of business is adoption of the December 3rd, 2024 minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, George.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, 4 Alpine Drive. You guys are up. I'll pull up here.
Oh, those are from Sue, probably.
Not me,
Well,
it's from the dentist.
yeah, from the dentist, exactly.
Our reporter just came back from Japan, so I don't know if he brought those from
So
Maine.
I said, my wife saw me eating taffy. I mean,
What?
that's like, that will pull your braces off.
Okay, so we have removal of the existing house on this lot, construction of a new house on Alpine. Bunch of trees are coming down, but the applicant has a landscape plan to revegetate the property. Will provide much more screening than is currently there. No concerns with the house design. Sue, you wanna take a-
I have a rendering of it
Yeah.
that helps.
Sure.
Should I pass
Can you
it
pass
around?
around? Yeah.
This is what's there now. If anybody cares.
Mhm.
What do the neighbors look like?
I can pull up the street if you want.
Yeah, would you?
This hasn't been landmarked.
So what is it, a single car garage, Dave, or two?
No,
car?
no, it's a 3-car on the side. A 2 and a 1.
A 2 and a 1. I see. I see. I see the one projects out, and then there are 2 to the left of the one.
I think so.
Let's get all
Yeah.
the
No, I
signs.
mean, I have the plans there.
Yeah, I know. There you go. So
Here's the street.
I think you're on Byron Ridge.
Come on.
Think so. Not sure. Maybe not.
I think this.
No,
Look at the
uh,
mailbox.
yeah, I think
Look,
maybe you're
Look
right.
at
Yeah,
that green
yeah,
mailbox.
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
so that's a neighbor.
Yeah,
correct?
it's a neighbor.
That's a neighbor across the
Yeah.
street. All right.
they'll be
Going-
thrilled to
I
get
think
this
this-
Oh,
house.
yeah.
All right. That's,
Okay,
yeah, that's helpful. So you're right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Can
No.
I see the other 3 sides?
Yeah.
This is spec.
That's the rear.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
How
So it
large?
was.
It's about 4,900.
And it's a spec house?
Yeah.
So
Any concerns with
Black
your end, John?
windows are so.
Well, let's look at the
20,
landscape
20.
plan, because we really gotta think about whether or not the neighbors need to know about this. That's really what this is about.
The only thing with the landscape I'm gonna point out is the fill on the left side of the driveway extends probably to the root system, of some of the bigger trees over that over there. Might want to just pull the fill in.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
About the regrading and the impact on
The
some of the
fill on the
trees you're
side of the
keeping.
driveway
Yeah.
probably extends over some of the root systems and some of
Well,
the
yeah,
bigger
that's why we're
trees.
losing tree number 49.
But there's some that you want to save, but the fill's running pretty close. Maybe you just pull it in a bit.
I see what you mean.
I think there was a 28-inch maple, 20
On the left?
on the left, 24 and 212s. that you were trying to save,
Yeah.
but Phil kind of got close to
These or these?
them.
No,
Always
no way
be on
around.
the grading plan. I think the grading plan shows the trees that are being saved.
What's this guy say? Is that here?
See the 24-inch maple, the 12-inch maple, right on the property line.
That's
These.
No,
No.
the side, left side of the property line.
And I see the.
Oh, I think it's by the driveway.
On the on the property line. Yeah, where the fill extends,
Right
right, see how the fill extends right to the property line?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe pull it in a bit.
Yeah.
Save some of those trees there. You're intending to save them anyway.
right.
That was the only,
Okay.
everything else is pretty common, storm.
Dave, these two trees are in the right of way, so you'll need to get the highway department to. bless
For
those-
permission?
To remove them, yeah. Well, you have them
Yeah,
now, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, how many trees are going in?
Oh, going in, it's 20 coming out and.
We're using this one.
Four.
I don't remember if it's where the driveway is or not. I just don't remember. That's what the plan. You remember?
6.
43.
Yeah, something like that. And we got,
43 trees, that sound right?
yeah, a little less,
I
but
don't
yeah,
remember.
and then a lot of shrubs. Shrubs.
It's a lot of trees.
Look for that tree.
It's a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Is it coming out?
He doesn't remember. I think it's there, but I don't know.
And that's where the driveway might be.
So how do you guys want to proceed?
I'm front of the house.
We just look at the front yard again for a moment, please.
We're from, like
On the plan,
From-
on the
oh,
plan.
the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are proposed plantings? What about, where are the existing plantings?
What does it look like
On this
now?
map, yeah. Oh, no, on this map. Do they show the existing plantings on this map?
No,
No,
They
so
show
this
the
is a-
two clusters in the front.
yeah, but,
They show the two clusters.
yeah. So, oh yeah, the two
oh,
clusters,
there's an X right there. See that X right
Yeah,
above your
those are-
mouse?
those are these.
It's probably within 15 feet of the driveway.
Mm-hmm,
And we have to put the driveway there because of the grade of the street.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The trees are there now.
And he's relocating the driveway, I guess.
Yeah, because the street goes up
Mhm.
like this, so if you come in.
Yeah.
What
What do you think? There's anything?
No, I was just trying to
Sorry,
answer
yeah.
Sue's question about this one tree, that's all, it's a
Mhm.
photograph, that's all. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's satisfactory planting plan, that's for sure, it looks like it's all gonna be good,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Big fight.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Gotta get the vote right. All right,
Okay.
thank you, guys.
Students go before.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
We'll see.
Okay. Next is 5.
That's what I can see. All right. Whether I like it or not.
I feel better,
See you guys.
stay well, Dave.
Take care.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
I
plan.
mean, I know it's huge improvement, I know he does good work. I wasn't really overly worried, I just want to be really careful about neighbor notification.
Sure.
If this is going to be overbearing for the community, then I think it's worthy of neighbor notification.
Mhm.
In this case, I really didn't think it was, and neighbors are gonna be glad to get rid of that, let's face it.
Yeah,
Well, we're assuming it.
okay.
It's,
But he's
You know,
put
you
the
want-
house right in the center of the lot.
Yeah, there's nothing to
That's
do.
significant
Yeah.
impact.
and I would say as a whole, it's better for the home values on the street,
Yeah, sure.
and I think people care about that.
Yeah, I'm sensitive to the neighbors. We're not notified. I didn't pay attention to the notification.
There was no notification for this.
No, for other property.
I know that.
So I'm just thinking,
No.
going forward, it's a policy that we should.
I mean, again, I don't disagree with that, George, and we've discussed that. But that becomes then a policy discussion, which is right now, we don't have that policy.
Mhm.
So outside of, like I sit here on this board today and I say it's going to the planning board because I'm really an advocate of neighbor notification. Next week, Steve is here, I'm being facetious to make a point. He's not such an advocate of neighbor notification, and it doesn't. That creates an unequalness in the RPRC. So if we want to change the legislation of the town and say, hey, look, all new houses, all tear downs require neighbor notification, I think that's good legislation to consider. But right now, that's not the legislation, and I think we have to be careful about implementing that kind of legislation arbitrarily.
Mhm.
That's my,
Yeah.
and I didn't see it here.
There can be a suggestion to either the homeowner or the builder to go to the neighbors, give them a box of candy and say, I'm gonna be screwing up your life
Yeah,
in 2
of course,
years.
yeah, of course, neighbors, good builders, I've done that when I build a pool, I've sent letters to people that say to them, listen, I'll be building a pool in your neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. I agree with that too, and by the way, on the other hand, if I thought this should have gone to the neighbor notification, if I thought it should have gone to planning, I wouldn't have hesitated to say, I think this should go to planning, I just really didn't think it should.
Okay. 5 Seymour Place East, rear addition, deck, front covered porch. And then they're doing some interior renovations. No comments from my end. This was a well put together set of plans. So this is what we're talking about. So front porch, addition on the house. And then, the addition at the rear and the deck.
Nice.
Yeah. Pull up. Elevations, see the changes. So this is the new front porch. This is the addition on the new deck.
Front porches are so wonderful
Yeah, take a, do you
and useful.
want me to pull up the existing
When the sun
elevations?
reflects,
What?
when the sun is in the right perspective.
You don't even need the sun.
Mhm.
I've got a little tiny front porch. I sit out there so much.
Nice.
I remember it was during COVID, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, let me
And
just show you the front
rains, It's
elevations.
great.
Yeah.
Here's the existing house. So it will lighten up.
Wow, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge
It'll
improvement.
give a little more weight to the right
Exactly,
side.
exactly. There you go. That's the
What's the street address?
Seymour 5, Seymour.
Oh,
Place.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Any engineering issues?
No, it's something, it was stormwater.
Yeah,
So it's 5 Seymour, do I make a left or a right to get to 5 Seymour? I'm making a
Right,
left.
right.
A right?
right
Coming
from
in.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a right up to
It's the
Seymour.
area where,
The flooding, yeah.
we
Yeah.
had the new
Yeah,
houses.
right, right. That's where, what's her name?
Galena building.
Galena, thank you for
Uh-huh.
filling in all my sentences for
Yeah.
me. Galena,
You know
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone is, Sue, you're okay with this, the way it's gonna
Oh,
look?
sure.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I'll make a motion to send this to building. Just bear with me. Okay. Motion.
Oh, second.
Thank you, Christopher. All in favor?
Aye.
They're set. Is 43 Whippoorwill Road. This one, I just want Sue to take a look at and get her opinion on it. Right, we don't have anyone, do you have this one? No. Convert existing garage into family room, renovate existing kitchen, then new two-story attached garage addition. So what my concern stems with the length of the house.
Well, if they're putting,
I'm sure. So you've got this pretty fairly long house already, and then the new addition is going here. I could see if we could see it from Google Earth. Actually, I think he might have had both elevations. Okay, so this is what's happening, right? So the connector, new addition. The second story of this addition is attic space. So I had a couple thoughts, but I'm no expert. First. So. So I guess question one is, or issue one is the length of this,
Oh,
right?
wow, yeah.
how
Is it
long
barn?
is that?
Is that a barn? What is that?
This is the new garage.
That's a new
Now,
garage.
And it looks out of proportion.
so, well, that was my second point. So the second floor is all storage. So why do these big dormers up here? Right? And then this is what it's like once you pull in straight, right? This is facing the
Right,
front door.
yes.
It just doesn't look right, right?
Well, it's a one-story house already, a two-story addition.
Yeah. I think it would look a lot better without the dormers. But I don't know. I think you guys should mull this one over.
Sent it to the ARB.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any site planning comments. I mean, it fits in there, it makes sense. I just wonder if it really, you should be looking to get it more
How
in
far
proportion.
off the road is this house?
It's close to, let me pull up, I'll show you.
Because we're having a
What's
little
the,
bit of trouble with Whippoorwill Road East. We
Just
don't
something
want
the
to
first
create another
street.
problem.
Not terribly far away, but not terribly close either. It's
Yeah,
not quite Whippoorwill Road.
No.
21 Whippoorwill Road.
no, it's not like that.
Okay, it's near Annandale.
Is that the one with the interest? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they have a dog and a car and.
Right, so the addition is gonna go here, and
That's a
so,
big addition. That's a,
That is.
you know, that whole area has houses that are, you know, the architectural. I don't know. I mean, I drive by it every day and there's a tonality to all the houses that are in proportion, and it's nice.
Yeah.
And then
So,
you put something like 21 and
Yeah.
it's a shock.
Yeah.
It's shock, but then now you have this with a second story that was.
yeah, so I think that ARB can tweak this, yes, they can definitely get the addition done, but, you know, make it fit a little bit better.
What it's gonna look like is an addition. Please send
They're
it
building
to
a
me.
house for their house is what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I can see where it's gonna be wonderful for them. But maybe there's another way of
Mhm.
having it work better.
All right, well, I'll make that motion to send it to the ARB. You want a second that,
I'll
Sue?
second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
All right.
What? You
I,
don't like it?
I
Oh, you
have
don't
some
like it?
reservation, I know, I have some reservations
vote
about
against
that, but I guess, you guys will look at it.
Yeah.
Probably, I just, I have some reservation about sending it there. I thought it was, I thought they were within their right. I don't know. But, yeah, hopefully the ARB can do something.
Being within their right.
Yeah, so I don't, the
And it
ARB
would
is.
fit in to the neighborhood will look good as a whole.
I agree. That's why Sue, I agree with you. I do.
Right, and the ARB is not saying no.
I know. I just, I guess my 2 cents on that, Sue, is that in the end, I feel like if the applicant pushed, I would yield to them. That's all I'm getting at. And that's just my 2 cents on that. If the applicant said, this is why, and this is why, and this is why, I would acquiesce. That's all I'm getting at. But I mean, you guys know what you're doing. I'm saying that was my reservation.
It would be hard to camouflage with landscaping. Because you can't landscape in front of the garage.
Yeah,
Hard to pull the cars in.
yeah. Hey, you manage it, okay? Aye, sir.
Can't do it. Shiny vinyl fencing, you can't do it with that.
John, you're up. We're talking about 5 Spruce Hill.
Mute. Good morning. How is
Hi.
it?
Good.
Okay,
Welcome.
thank you. So what's the protocol? You want me to explain just generally what we're doing?
Explain it. Yes, you have the plans. You want to share them and go over it with us?
Sure. I pulled up probably the easiest one to see. I think the gross coverage worksheet shows everything a little easier than everything else, but let me see here. How do so I just hit the share button? Okay.
Yeah, the green button, and then you pick which screen you want to share.
All right, very good. There we go. Okay, so you're seeing the a PDF now of.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, great.
Did it.
So basically, again, this is the land coverage worksheet that we did, but it doesn't have a lot of muddied stuff on it, so it's a little easier to explain. The road being on the right side, basically the drawing is set up with north at the top. So east is the road, front yard with septic and all that. This is the house here, existing driveway. And then basically the lot has a slight slope. And then it gets to a point where there's a little bit more of a drop off with a boulder wall. There used to be a tennis court down here. Now it's just a landscaped lawn area. Currently, they have a small patio in the back and just this little stairs leading down to the basement with a stepping stone walk leading into the garage. They want to install a swimming pool with some patio around it. Because of the slight slope, we need a little bit of a retaining wall here. We're talking about 30 inches to 3 foot high at the most along here. And then in the back of the house, they want to create a larger patio and eventually put a porch on top of it, a roof of some sort. Being the pool company, we're just, our permit, we're trying to go in for the permit for the flat work and the pool. So obviously, I think this portion would be permitted by somebody else. But, we'd like to include the flat work underneath the patio below. And then also another small little patio off the back here as well with some stepping stones. The engineer, I just switched the drawing. Can you see the switch?
Yes.
Okay. The engineer did a preliminary design for the added impervious that would include some Coltex that would be down below here. No trees we're not looking to remove any trees as part of this permit as well, by the way. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just adding more stuff on the property that they didn't have. We are under the coverage requirements and all that as well. And that's about it.
Yeah, I think that was a good presentation. It's all lawn now that, this pool's.
Was this the property that, what's his name, developed like 10 years ago?
Sorry.
What was his
The
name?
guy from Israel?
Yeah,
What was
Gideon?
his name?
Gideon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I
That's right.
remember
Remember
It's a
that
nice
property?
big-
It was,
nice
oh,
big-
it used to have a pool on
that.
it.
Yeah, I remember we went out there.
There's
It
a
was like,
pool and they
Right,
demolished it.
right. And he cleaned that up. He cleared the whole thing. Remember
Yeah.
that?
They had all the big evergreens.
Yes,
on it.
yeah, right.
It's a
right.
nice piece of property.
yeah, no, and this
Yeah.
pool makes sense there.
Yeah.
It's in very nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, no concerns.
The only thing I'd point out is I think the infiltration system for the house is where you're proposing the infiltrators.
Where we're showing them now.
Yeah, I think there's some dry walls in there, so just look at
Yeah.
for the house. You may have to just jockey it around a bit.
Okay, I'll reach out to the engineer and have him take a look.
If he needs the original plans, we have them in our office.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, just technical, the area that's under the new porch, that would be considered floor area, so just fill out that sheet, that worksheet, and submit that. And then I think all of the pool fence has got to be relocated to be on the subject property.
Oh yeah, okay.
Off,
I-
yeah.
I see some of it comes off. Okay, so I think I updated I don't know if we sent. I will change it on my fence plan.
There are two ponds in the area.
So they're fencing,
Nothing close to.
No, nothing.
Yeah, nothing close.
they're fencing in the whole property.
Well, it's already
High
fenced,
and dry.
but they've got,
Right, it's fenced, it ties into the house, so they will need the latches and the alarms. Oh, well, yeah, the latches and the alarms, and yeah, so there's a couple of spots where, like you said, the fence goes over the property line, so I'll let him know that we'll have to kick that over a little bit.
You have an automatic safety cover on the pool?
Yeah, we are gonna do an automatic safety cover.
Just apply for a variance to state so you don't have to do the door alarms or the window limiters.
Will the state do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that a difficult thing? I don't think we've ever done that.
$50 in 2 weeks.
Oh, beautiful.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, John, we both learned something there because that is so much easier because you do, but then you put the auto cover on and because of the statute changing, you're no longer getting the benefit of the door alarms anymore. And it's a pain in the neck.
I mean, there's no doubt. And, I only work for the biggest pool company in the area. And I didn't even know that. That's pretty
It
cool.
seems like none of the pool companies know that.
John, I work for Pools of Perfection in Armonk, and I didn't know that either. So now I'm going to keep that in mind for the future.
Yeah.
So-
Just what I can do is if you email me, I'll send you the information to the state rep that does it for you.
Okay.
The building inspector, Rob, is talking, yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, just email me and I'll forward you the information. You can call them and file the paperwork with them. You'll have it before you get a building permit, probably.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. He'll be very happy to hear that.
The cost of that compared to the.
$70 a door,
Yeah.
and then the windows can't open more than 4 inches.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
That's the nightmare part of it. The
Yeah.
windows not being able to open, they're $80
Yeah,
a
you
window.
put them on, and then as soon as you
Right.
get your CFO, you got to take them off.
Everybody turns him off anyway. I hate to say it. So.
But that's why I tell everybody, just go get the
Yeah.
variance,
Yeah.
because,
Pointless, yeah.
yeah, if you're just gonna disconnect them the minute I walk out the door, then why even do it?
All right, well, I'll
Right.
make a motion to send this to building. Second. George, all in favor?
Didn't
Okay.
know that? I thought I told you that.
So we'll put everything in a determination letter, and then you can apply to the building department for the
I'm gonna
permit.
do that for them.
Sounds good. I'll follow up on the
That's it. They
on the
just-
drainage and the floor
They
area
changed
for the
the code.
porch. Even if we're not filing for the porch right now, I still do the floor area part.
Well, Why not file now?
Okay,
Yeah, no, I just do it all so you don't have to come back.
It's like zoning. You can.
you're right. I get you.
Okay.
You're supposed to change your
Yeah.
All
law.
right, very good. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
I can explain it being on.
Bye
there.
now.
It sounds like lobbying.
Oh, what happened was, and then they did spas, had to have a 4 foot fence around it. And
Okay,
they rewrote the
last
law.
but not
Like
least,
that.
one windmill.
So you don't have to.
Good morning.
Which,
Good morning.
All right, do you want to just take us through the plan? Do you want to share the screen?
I also have from my office the project architect on. I'm actually not in my office to share
Oh.
my screen,
Okay.
but I am happy to talk you through the plans.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
And then there should be another person in the waiting room that's also under one windmill.
Yeah, I admitted both of you. Yep.
Okay.
Share.
So in the event that anything needs to be added, he can add it.
So the main issue we're concerned with is the addition off the front.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, and I'm sure you're that the committee is very familiar with windmill. This was one of the split level designs that was a spec build that a previous owner first extended the living space on the, call it primary living level. In our plans, it's the first floor. You're seeing the house as one level. Perfect.
Yeah, so this is.
So what's a little bit difficult to see if you look to the far right in I-5, I-6, the front elevation, the existing front elevation, the east elevation, I don't know if there's a lag because now you've gone to the plan. So you're going out of the images to the proposed. Perfect. So what we've done is we've set up our sheets to show you the existing and the proposed next to each other.
It's very helpful.
So the intention of the renovation is to do our best to integrate the existing additions of the house because there was a box applied above the living space for a primary suite by a previous owner. And so what we're doing is we are adding to the front in order to replace the vertical circulation within the house. And then in doing so, we are looking to create a little bit more architectural interest. And so the first part of that is the volume that is to the left of the entry door. That is actually a bonus room with height. Adjacent to a new front portico with window above it that is part of the entry foyer. And then what we've done, and it might be a little bit hard to distinguish between, the house will be a cedar shake. So on the upper level, where you can see that we've got an eave next to the folded metal roof on the shed dormer. You would have shake for the majority of the house. With moments of stone, and then more of a large scale shiplap, a Hardy product, for like a very soft white, timeless traditional is the title that we're putting to the architecture.
Okay, well, that's it. That's what we're talking. Right, that central mass gets.
Timeless traditional. How
Yeah,
can
there you
go wrong
go.
with that? Timeless traditional. How can you go wrong with that?
Do you have a side elevation?
Well, this is the elevation that's facing the neighbors, right? There's the elevation that's facing.
Yeah. So that's the rear. There's not
Yeah.
much happening in the rear. So that's what you see from the cul-de-sac. So what we're doing is we're actually adding We're adding a gable onto the original roof so that the house, and it's as much for this elevation as it is for the front. We're trying to just balance the different shaped gables that are on the existing and proposed. So this gives us an opportunity to have more of like a clapboard above the shingle style, the shingles of the main body of the existing house.
What color is all this?
It's going to be, so we are debating we're looking at a product called New Cedar that is a hardy. It's going to be a white, but think of it as like a dipped white, not like a harsh white. With like a Bedford blend stone and white windows.
And the roof?
The roof exists. It's like it's pewter gray.
You like it? Okay.
Neighbor notification.
Oh, I don't think so. You think this has to go to planning? No.
I would think so.
It's really just it's an addition, architecture.
Yeah, exactly, architectural addition. Yeah. Yeah, if anything, it would be the ARB, but if Sue, you're okay with it. The only other thing we need to talk about is I couldn't find any permits in the building department file for the sport court. Is that all kosher? In the
I
back?
have to check with the client on that. The sport court existed when we came onto the project about a year ago.
Okay,
So, and the client at that time had hired a surveyor to give us the as-built that we've been referencing. So we have that in our existing conditions and are accounting for that, but I have to check with the client.
yeah, check with them, because if not, we should legalize that now. And
Okay.
biggest, I think, issue would be stormwater,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but let's see what's what.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
One second.
George, all in favor?
All
Aye. All right, looks good.
Terrific. I appreciate you getting this in before the holidays. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Terrific. Have a nice holiday. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.